did you say you did see the trailer after you watched the movie or no?
What trailer?
Doctor Strange.
There was another trailer?
Well, there's like 3 trailers now, but did you see any of them after you watched the
Oh yeah,
movie?
yeah. I did watch it today. Or I think
So did
yesterday.
you do you feel like the trailer
Spoils everything? Yeah.
spoils things?
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Okay. So we agree on this. And bruh. Okay, listen. It's weird. It's really weird because I've changed my mind.
Hmm.
Uh because a year ago I was all about the trailers. And I still love trailers. Like when I go to the movies, like trailers are like a main thing, right? Like I want to be there early so I
Yeah.
can see the
Yeah.
trailers. But I've definitely changed my mind about trailers of franchises because I feel like trailers spoil too much. And it's not I'm not blaming the trailer people per se, even though I do know that they know what they're doing. They really do. It's not the fact that the trailer shows things. It's that everybody's on it.
Yep.
And I'm not gonna say that I've never been one of those people, and I'm not gonna say that we didn't do that here in this channel. Like we've literally like I have 2 live streams going through trailers and like talking about it, right? And but after experiencing Doctor Strange without trailers, I I've changed my mind. I
Yeah.
don't want to see them. Um, and it sucks because I do like seeing I like seeing the videos on YouTube about it, but I want to see them after I watch the movie.
Yeah.
And a trailer comes out, and 5 hours later, you have 10 YouTube channels with all these like Easter eggs and what does this mean and this and that, and like people just go in and deconstruct the whole thing, and
It's too
it,
much. It's way
it
too
is.
much.
Um, I used to really like the theories of it. I actually
Okay.
I enjoyed it a lot. Like I was like, oh, I wonder what this means. I wonder what that means. Oh, we should look into this so that we know exactly what's gonna happen. And it was kind of fun. But I think it got to the point where there's so many predictions and so many like deep dives into the story from the comics or cartoons or whatever that people are predicting what happens, and so it turns from speculation and a theory to like this is what it was.
Yeah, I
And
don't see the point though.
I,
What's
I
the
feel like
point?
I feel like that ruins the movie.
Like, what's the point of figuring something out before the movie even comes out? You
Exactly.
know? Like,
Yeah,
why? You don't need to.
that's
Like,
why
maybe,
there's a movie.
like, I understand if you want to create content, right? And you want to be the first. I get it from like a YouTube creator perspective. I get that. But from a viewer experience for yourself, just why? I don't. And then to watch it, why would you want to set yourself up for failure? Because now you have these expectations that you're creating in your mind as you watch these videos or these theories. And then
Mhm.
you go into the movie, you're like, if it doesn't have this or this or this, you're gonna subconsciously hate this movie or dislike it.
The
And then
thing is,
boom.
like, by going through these videos and theories and stuff like that, you do set yourself up for failure because
Yeah.
if let's say that you're a big fan of I don't know, well, let's go with Spider-Man, just for the story's sake, for the sake of the example. If you're a big fan of Spider-Man and you're familiar with all the enemies and everything like that, and you know for a fact that, like, um, I don't know, the Lizard was created a certain way, and the reason he hates Spider-Man is because of this and that. And then you see a trailer for Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, and you know that the Lizard is going to be in it, and you know the story. You're like, oh my goodness, they're gonna make the story into a movie, and I know exactly what's gonna happen because it's in the comic book. But then they change it, you're gonna
Yeah.
disappoint yourself, and
Yeah.
vice versa.
Yeah.
You see the listener and you're like, oh man, the comics was awesome, but I hope that they do something different, and then the movie ends up doing the same thing the comic does. You're gonna be disappointed. So you're
I
like,
think
you're
it's just
setting
like
all
with
these like
with
high
books too.
expectations.
Yeah.
But you know what? Like, I'll be fair. I'll be as fair as I can. Like, I know that there's people that just need to know everything, right? They don't like this. They don't like surprises. They don't like the unknown, and and I know that there's people that can know literally everything that's gonna happen in the movie, and they can still enjoy the movie, even when they know everything. I get that, and I respect that, and to each their own in that sense. I think what bothers me is that there are spoilers that you just cannot escape. Like,
Yes.
if I make a conscious choice to not look up a spoiler, that's my choice. But when I log in on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or any social platform, and somebody gives you like this big old thumbnail with a freaking big spoiler in it, that's when I get mad.
Yep.
Because
Yep,
I
yep.
didn't look for it. People are just shoving it in your face. And
That one, I don't understand that either.
and it happens so much nowadays. And
Yeah.
and the problem with the theory content that we see on YouTube is that they have to use something to make people click on their video, right?
Yep.
But they're using the spoiler as the clickbait. And that sucks for people that like the content but don't want to have the movie spoiled, because I don't even have to watch the video to see a spoiler. And sometimes, I mean, I like to think that we're smart enough that if we see a spoiler with a hint, that we are smart enough, we know enough of the story to connect the dots.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it ruins it. It absolutely ruins it. And I feel like in the last couple of weeks I've become more conscious of that. So I will do my best to not do that to other people. I'm not gonna say everybody needs to stop it, but it sucks.
Yeah, I mean, when I saw that thumbnail of the Illuminati scene, and I was like, "Whoa, what's this?" And then my brain was like doing a million things in 1 second, thinking, "Oh, is this like a concept trailer? Or is this a?" And then I noticed even the thumbnail. Like, it was so crazy how my brain was able to analyze it. And so it was like a split second, and I was like, "Wait a second! It looks so low quality. It's at a low angle. Oh, this is from the new Doctor Strange movie." And I was like, it's a spoil.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't run away from it. I tried so hard. Like, I'd switch tabs really quickly just to try to like jar my mind to not remember it.
Mm-hmm.
But it was ingrained in there already.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's hard. I mean, there's a trailer that literally shows you Patrick Stewart's voice. Like, it's there.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
And like, people are gonna know. People are just gonna know. Like, you can't hide that from people. And that's what I mean when I say that people that make the trailers, they know what they're doing. They drop the hint. And I understand that you're trying to increase the value of the trailer, but sorry, I'm like trying to find the words here. It's kind of like what you said. You're already invested. You're gonna go watch the movie no matter what. So these trailers, specifically trailers for like Marvel stuff, they're not for new viewers. They're for the viewers that want to know everything about it. They're for the viewers that want to deconstruct everything in it and try and guess what's going to happen. And these producers are smart for doing that, because they're picking like the little small hints. And I bet they're like, oh, what can we show them and see if anybody gets it right? And let's see how many get it wrong. And
I don't see. Yeah.
And like, I get it. I understand. But it is annoying. For me, from now on, now that I've decided that trailers have too much information in them, and I like the element of surprise in a movie. I like being shocked. I like not knowing and then just being like, what the crap? Like, that happened, or he's here. I feel like at this point, a lot of the trailers is just to try to figure out who's gonna be the cameo, who's who's that small character that's gonna be in it, right?
And that's the point I'm like trying to think. I feel like that's the direction that Marvel's going. It's like, who's the next fan theory, fan favorite thing we can show now? You know, what's the next fan theory we can chase and show on screen?
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's out of nowhere. John Krasinski, totally out of nowhere. Makes no sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
But because of the fan base, right? They petitioned, or not petitioned, or they loved the idea of having John Krasinski and his wife, you know, be part of Fantastic Four. So I feel like it's just all these. And at the same time, I think it's a good idea. Because now Marvel has a way of testing what people's reaction to future possible movies without actually making the movie. Mm-hmm. So now if they have a good reception of John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic, then they'll be like, okay, maybe we can make a movie with them.
So what we're going back to that for just a moment before we move on. What were your thoughts for John Krasinski? Like, what specifically him as Mr. Fantastic?
I don't think so. I think because, I mean, when they introduced him, he was like, oh, the smartest man ever. And then John Krasinski, like Jim from The Office. The guy from The Quiet Place.
Right.
I don't know. I think it was more fan service.
Do you think they'll bring him back for the actual character, or do you think they'll pick someone else? And do you want him to be the main character, or do you want them to pick someone else?
They need to pick someone else.
Okay. And you think they'll do that?
Yeah. I think, well, it depends on what everyone else says. If my opinion is the majority opinion, then maybe they'll go with someone else. Mm-hmm. So
I 100% agree. Yeah. I feel like they use this chance to do a bit of fan service. Yeah. And I think it was done right. I think it was perfect for it because it's a small role. And I mean, he looks great. Like, he really did look really good. But when was it? Was it like 4 years ago when the last Fantastic movie came out, and then The Quiet Place came out, and then someone on Reddit made a fanfic of him and the wife as Mr. and Mrs. Fantastic. Yeah. And it blew up. It became super popular, and all the fans were like, oh, they need to be Mr. and Mrs. Fantastic. And then they heard that they were going to make a movie, and the fans were like, they need to be it. And so we see him in this movie, and he dies in a very cool way. And it was cool to see him in the suit. And it was good to see him talk and pretend to be the smartest man alive. But I hope they keep it at that. I don't think he is the right actor to play that character in the MCU, in our MCU. So I think this is perfect. He gets a cameo in it, fan service, everybody gets to see him, and we can now move on.
Yep.
So
I think that was good.
And also so I'm gonna address this to the haters. No, you're not haters. You're actually not. So what you said earlier, like, they call him the smartest man alive. And I've heard a lot of people complain because they're like, the smartest man alive, and then he ruins the whole plan by killing, like, he reveals Black Bolt's superpower, which gives WandaVision the access of blocking his mouth. And so they're like, well, that's not smart. And here's what I have to say. It has nothing to do with it. These are superheroes that have a Wanda that is not as powerful as our Wanda was. They had no idea that she was that powerful. So that's one. Two, their job as superheroes, the superhero's job is to avoid killing someone or getting killed. So what he was trying to do there, he was just trying to warn her that if she doesn't like, chill, then this guy can just whisper and she'll die. So he's not trying to stop her by saying that, or he's not being stupid by saying that. I think he's being just what a superhero is. He's given a warning of like, yo, like chill, because this guy can really mess you up this way. So this is a hint for you to chill, because again, they don't know that she can do what she can do.
Yeah.
And so I don't see it. People that say that he is not really the smartest man alive, I feel like your argument is void.
Yeah.
But if you still disagree, let me know why. But I don't think he's dumb. I think he's actually smart, and what he did does not take away from him being called the smartest man alive. So
I think he was taking the pacifist route, the de-escalating route. That's what.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yep. Should probably end here.
Yeah, we've gone for a long time. Okay, we can do the gaming stuff next episode, but okay, I'll end it. What was the last thing I said? So that's my thing about John Krasinski, blah blah. Okay, but anyway, guys, let us know what you think. Did you guys like the movie? Did you hate it? What's your rating for the movie? Tell me your theories. Do you agree that we should not watch trailers? I mean, we're gonna watch the movie or the show anyway. I don't know. We talked through about so many stuff today, but I want to hear all of your thoughts. Let us know in the comment section below. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. We love having you here. Thank you so much for all the people that come and listen to us and watch us on YouTube as well. And this was a good one. We'll see you guys next week. Persh.